Hello. I am going to be debuting, at least on my channel, the Brutus Monroe Love Bug box tonight. So I am super excited that I got this. It actually arrived yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to do anything with it yet because I had some other stuff going on. I was teaching a class at Joanne. So I haven't even opened the tape yet. It's been killing me to not open it, but I wanted to wait for you guys and do a live unboxing so that we could see it all together. Hey, Rose. And create something together. I'm going to just adjust the camera a little bit because it's a little bit crooked. Hey, Lauren. How's it going? Sorry for the jiggling around. My camera was a little wonky there for a minute. Hey, Angela. If you're interested, I have the link to the subscription down below. If you want to check this box out and you have any questions about it, just let me know. But the link for the subscription is down below. If you need anything, just, be sure to let me know. Hello, hello. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. We're going to see everything that's on the inside, and then we are also going to create a card, at least one project with it. And I just refreshed my feed so that my video is not super duper blurry, so hopefully that's what you guys are seeing too. Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead and just get started. So I'm going to use some scissors to just pop this bad boy open. I am super excited because I have loved everything that I have seen Christopher show so far for this month's inspiration box. So I'm really, really super excited about this. And I've got some extra goodies coming. Probably they will arrive, probably they won't get here until I get back from Creativation, or they'll get here while I'm gone at Creativation. Oh, I missed a little part on the end here. So they'll probably arrive while I am gone, but that's okay because then I'll have extra goodies to play with when I get home. And that's always fun to come home to a little bit of a surprise, right? Aha! Okay, here we go. You guys, I am so excited. There is the cutest thing in the world in here, and it's going to be the first thing I pull out because it's so stinking adorable. I cannot even. Okay, this is the cutest little thing I have ever seen. This is the new enamel pin. So there is going to be an enamel pin included in every... Oh, I'm really quiet? Oh, okay. I thought you meant I was really quiet. Well, hello, Monique. Okay, so this enamel pin is a new addition to the inspiration boxes for Brutus Monroe. They've always done a charm in there before, but now we are doing enamel pins. And this could not have come at a better time, you guys, because we are... Yeah, me too, Angela. I loved the charms, but I'm really excited about the pins also. And it couldn't have come at a better time because since I'm going to Creativation this coming week, I am going to have some super special bling, or flair, I suppose a lot of people call it, to put on my lanyard for my badge while I am there. And I am so excited about it. I can't even tell you. Hey, Sue. Hey, Darlene. Thanks for joining in, you guys. So this is the cutest little thing. I can't even, it's so adorable. And I can't wait to put it on my lanyard when I get there. So I'm going to pack it in my suitcase so that it is with me and ready to go. Now, the other cool thing about this box versus some of the other ones we've gotten recently is that this has this awesome card which shows you all of the things that come in the inspiration box. And the really cool thing, which I think I'm gonna start doing this, is just store these cards. If we continue to get these cards, I'm gonna create a little file folder for them and store them so that I can refer back to it. That way I don't have to keep all of these supplies together, but I can go back and see what came in which kit, and then that way I can use them if if I want to say, oh, well, I'm going to make something using items from the January inspiration box. Then I can go back, reference this, and I will know these are the things that came in it, so these are the supplies I can use. So I thought that was really cool. Rather than having to keep all of those supplies together, I can actually separate them all out into their separate categories, put them away, and then I can still refer back to that. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, my super cute little pin I'm going to put up here. All right, we also have a bag full of goodies. So in here, there's a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of goodness. So the first thing that I am pulling out is this adorable soft pink ribbon. And it is like a satin type of ribbon. And it's got like a gold foiling on it almost, but it is shiny and shimmery, or as Christopher would say, shining, shimmering, splendid. And he, I don't know, he did a great job with this box. Everyone who helped, everything is really well coordinated. It goes so well together. And I just love the little loopy hearts. They're so stinking cute. I adore it. Okay, so there's that super cute ribbon. And then we also have, these are probably one of my favorite things. Uh-oh, one of my little hearts came out. I know, it's crazy that the price, it has not changed at all. And all of this great stuff is, I mean, it's magical. Okay, these are probably one of my favorite things in this box, and they are these layered felt stickers. So the back of them comes right off. It has adhesive on it, and you can pop it right on to a project. I absolutely love these. They are so cute. They have that adorable handmade vibe to them, which obviously they're still really good quality, but they're that very cute. It's just a specific style, and it's really popular for Valentine's Day. Hey Dee, how's it going? That's okay. I will take you for as long as you will stay. But I just super duper love these. I think they are the most adorable little things ever. How cute are they? Oh, I can't wait to use those on a project. So those are definitely on my list of things that I want to use, although I don't want to use them because then they'll be gone. And then I think you can buy them individually though. So I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure that I remember they have them on there individually. So that's awesome. Okay, so one of my little stickers came off, so I'll pull that out next. Looks like we've got a little sleeve here of glittery heart stickers. These are absolutely adorable, and it looks like this little guy came off of right here. So I'm just going to pop him back on there so he stays nice and safe. But look at the shine on these. I hope that you can see it on camera, how glittery and sparkly they are. Maybe if I pop them up closer a little bit. They are absolutely gorgeous. And you get a ton. This is a lot of stickers. So I'm really excited about that. And these will be really cute embellishments for cards as well. These, I've heard, are Dee's favorite, but I don't think she's with us tonight. So these little ladybugs are absolutely adorable. They have adhesive on the back as well, so it's got just like a little foam dot, basically. You can pull off the little backer, and it's a sticky back there. And then, oh, cool. That's really nice. Oh. Okay, so you've got these little ladybugs, and I'm going to try to bring it up without it getting too blurry, I hope. Let's see what we can do. It seems a little blurry on my end. I want it to focus. Maybe if I put it... Sometimes it gets confused with the background about where everything is. Look how cute that is. Oh, they're adorable. Okay, so you get a good amount of those too. I know, Monique, I love them too. Okay, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these sweet little ladybugs. They are absolutely adorable. I just can't believe how cute they are. Ugh, everything is so adorable. And then another super cute little addition that can go in my my sweet little bead storage. Well, I use it for sequin storage, but it's called a bead storage tray. So this is a sequin mix. We've got some light pink, some dark pink, some red. We've got some cupped sequins and some flat sequins. There are some cute little shimmery white ones in there, and also some heart-shaped ones. They are all a perfect match, perfect for any sort of shaker card that you want to do. These are just so pretty. I love that they're perfectly matched already. It makes the card making process so much easier. Okay, so I saw another thing that Christopher showed on his video, which I wish I would have kept all of these little boxes because, yes, Angela, me too. I don't want to use them up. So the thing is that these tapes, you see they unroll like this. So this is a glitter tape. And I really wish that I would have kept all of my other boxes, like I was saying, because if I had realized that you could just use it like this, and then you've got your tape there, like look how cool that is. Oh, you're supposed to stick it through the bottom here. But I mean, the way that it was just worked. Hey, B. Let me stick it right through the edge here. There we go. Okay, so this is where you're supposed to put it through. There is actually a separate slot for it down here, and it does pull out a little bit easier. I think I want to use this tonight. It is so pretty, and this is another one of those good things. Hey, Jerry. This is another one of those good things that does not get glitter everywhere when you try to use it for your project. It does have a little bit on there, but like it's not like a normal glitter. It's not quite as nice as the glitter stock, for example, but this is way better than most of the glittered things that you can buy nowadays. So I'm really excited about that. And of course, I love the little dispenser idea. You just peel the backing off and stick it right to your project. Adhesive already built in. You don't even have to worry about it. So that's that. We also get a rouge surface ink. Now I already have this color, so this may go into my giveaway pile. I'm not sure yet, but I do have a giveaway to do on my Instagram channel because I did recently reach 1,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram. And I want to do my 1K giveaway over there. So I'm gathering up some things and trying to decide what exactly I want to give away, and then I will have that post go live. So that's super exciting. Yeah, over on Instagram. Yep. So, yeah, but that's the rouge. So it matches perfectly with everything else that we've got going on over here. This is always a magical pack to open. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to pop everything out first and then we'll kind of go through all of it. I really love that every single month these toner sheets are included. It is such a great way to make cards without having to do like too much. It's a way to make a quick card. Hey, Vay. So I'm going to go ahead and open those up so that we can take a look at the patterns. And they didn't used to come in packaging like this, but they did switch manufacturers recently to a local manufacturer in Pittsburgh. Thanks, Jerry. And so now they come in these packages, right? And they're printed locally, so they're not outsourcing them from wherever. I'm not sure where they were coming from before, but that's really cool that they are supporting other local businesses. I should just use a pair of scissors, but now it's like a principal thing. I'm like, I need to be able to get this open. And I have a hole already. It's just, good Lord. This one spot that I chose to try to open it at is not the best spot to open it. I did use my teeth. I needed to get it started. I'm just a normal person, okay, Angela? I can't even. Okay, so obviously you can see this one. This is probably one of my favorites of the patterns that came in this month's. They are such good quality. I love how smooth they are, but you still have that ability to foil them. I have done some in the past where I did some aqua pigment painting or ink blending on these and then foiled them still. So you have definitely a lot of options, or you can just use them as is, which is a really cool way to do that as well because the patterns are really neat. Love the hearts. These are super, super adorable. Instagram is kind of like a tag-based system. So you post something and then you use hashtags to tell people what it's about. And then based on the hashtags they follow or are interested in, Instagram might suggest your content to those people. So like for me, I hashtag card making, and like if I do ink blending, I'll hashtag that. If I use Brutus Monroe, I'll hashtag Brutus Monroe and hashtag create your own ending. Just things like that kind of help people see your content a little bit. But it's all photo based. You do get to have a description, but the main focus is just on a picture you've taken, which is cool. Oh, I bet you could. It might be really messy. I'm not sure though, Rose. That would be really cool to try out. Here we've got a kind of mixed media sort of look with different prints. It's got the keys, the lips, some hearts, and just some script and other little cool texture on there. And then this one, which is really super cool. It's got that script. It says, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. So that's really cute. I like that a lot. All of these are adorable. I think I might try to use one tonight. We will see. I have so many ideas for this kit that I don't know when I'm ever going to have the time to make all the cards I want to make for this kit. Okay, so then the next thing is, of course, the cardstock. So you get a great selection of Valentine's Day type colors. So we've got a great variety of pinks and reds of all different shades. And then, of course, the glitter stock. So we get 2 sheets, and these are 5.5 by 8.5. So this is a really, really great value. I mean, gosh, you guys, they are so sparkly and beautiful. I don't know. I couldn't love them anymore if I tried. And all of this just goes and coordinates so well together. I am so excited. Okay, and then the last thing, as if the other things weren't enough, you get these super cute card bases to use with your projects. So you get the 2 of the smaller size and then 2 of the larger size. Look at that. How cute is that? And then look, they've got one side is kind of like a shiny finished side, and the other side is more of a matte kind of color, which is really cool. I might foil Jerry, I don't know. Possibly. Yes, Angela, that's exciting. And you guys can always tag people in your stuff too. Like if there's something that you want someone to see, you can tag them so that they can see it. There's just a lot. Okay, so the glitter does come off of these. These ones are not glitter stock. They're not cut from glitter stock. They are just glitter shapes. So the glitter does come off of these shaped cards. Okay, so there is that. There we go. Okay, and then let's see. I'm going to take this stuff out of the way so I've got a little bit more room. The camera might jiggle for just a second. I'm just moving my cord out of the way. I do have my phone plugged in right now, so I'm sorry. It's probably about to start jiggling for a minute. There we go. I just like to get it out of the way so that I'm not knocking it and running into it all the time. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, we have the stamp set, which is the star of the show. This stamp set is absolutely adorable. I am so excited. All of these little images are so, so cute. I mean, like, even look, okay. Look at this. Okay, I've been obsessed with stamping my own backgrounds lately. And look at this little leaf with the bites taken out of it. I hope you can see this because there was a little bit of a glare. But do you see this leaf with a bite taken out of it? 2 bites taken out of it? Look how cute that is. I want to make a background with this leaf. I don't know why it's speaking to me so much, but oh, and there's a tiny one too. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, hey, Evilise, I think what I'm going to do is I want to make a background, I think, with this cute little leaf. So that might be what we do first, you guys. Okay. So on the unboxing front of things, we have, let's see, I'm just going to use a scrap piece of paper that I have right here so you can see what's going on. We've got these 2 little wasps up here that are holding a little heart, and they've got the cute little hearts over their heads. We have this little mushroom with the 2 little ladybugs. How cute. Oh, was Tracy live? You've got your hearts. And this little heart that has the little lines coming out of it, which is super cute. And then you've got, of course, the little leaf that I mentioned earlier. And then I've got 2 little bees. How stinking cute are they? And they've got little hearts in their eyes. All right, and then there are the 2 little snails. They're all just so stinking cute. And then we've got these, I think this is a grasshopper and a spider. And then our 2 little butterflies, and of course the 2 little fat bees down here. They are so cute. And then we've got all the great sentiments. So you've got XO, which I want to make a background out of this one as well. And then Happy Valentine's Day in this beautiful script. We also have For My Love, and it's got the cute little heart instead of the O. And then You Make My Heart Flutter. So I absolutely love both of these. They are so cute. And then I loved the way that this was added in here. So you've got love and then the way to pronounce it. So it's like a dictionary entry. It says that it's a noun and then an intense feeling of deep affection. I really thought that was super cute. Another heart down here. So you've got a great variety of those. We have You Are Beautiful, We Are the Perfect Pair, and all those XOXOXOs. So this stamp set is just really, really cute, and I love it. I love everything about it, and I cannot wait to get started. So let's go ahead and get out some cardstock. Oh no, Belinda, did you make sure that you contact them and let them know? Because that was probably just a mix-up. So definitely let them know and they will get you taken care of. I need to order the embossing powder and the aqua pigments. I haven't ordered the aqua pigments yet. I definitely need to do that. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we are gonna take this adorable leaf up here and I am going to stamp the heck out of it. Okay, so what I like to do is start with my largest stamp and work from the center out. I'm going to use a Copic, I'm going to use a Copic friendly ink, which is the Raven Detail ink from Brutus Monroe, and see what we've got. All right, so I'm going to ink my stamp up. I've got a small block, and I don't know if you guys know this, but the size of your block matters. So you might think, oh, well, I'll just get a large block, and then that will make it so that I don't have to get a bunch of other sized blocks, because the large block will fit everything. That is not actually the case. The larger your block is compared to your stamp, the worse impression you're going to get, because you're more likely to rock and not have it and not give your stamp an even pressure. So you want to get your stamp block as close to the size of your stamp as possible. Now this is a pretty small block and this is a very small stamp, all things considered. It's probably about an inch. Yeah, around an inch. So you don't necessarily have to have a itty bitty tiny one, but you know, you want to kind of not go too large. Yes, the inspiration box is still available. Yes. It looks like when I go to the website, it shows up as still being available on the site. And I know that there are only a couple left. I have a link down in the description below if you are interested in grabbing one. If you want to check that out, the link is down there. You can also purchase some of the items individually as well. So that's really, really cool. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, picked up a teal embossing powder from Hobby Lobby. Oh no, that's awful. That's the worst when stuff like that happens. I was just thinking about, as I'm about to go traveling to Phoenix, that I need to get baggies to put my toiletries in, so that just in case there's an issue, that all the rest of my stuff doesn't get messed up. I'm always really worried about that. Okay, so the thing about stamping when you're doing a repeat pattern is you want to try number one to vary your positioning. You don't want them to all be the exact same direction, depending on what you're going for. When you want just a random pattern background, you do want to vary it, just so that you're not getting, well, they're not all going the same direction, and you want it to look more natural. The other thing is you want to make sure that you stamp off of the edge of your pattern so that it doesn't look like, well, it looks like your pattern continues off of the page. So see, like that. You don't want it to just end inside the borders, because then it starts to look a little bit weird. But if you keep it going like this, it makes it look like one continuous pattern, like maybe even you stamped it or you cut it down from a 12 by 12 page or scrapbook paper. Oh no, it was open when you dropped it. Oh gosh, you guys are not having great luck lately. Okay, so I'm just gonna go crazy, you guys, stamping out all of this Hey Fatima. Yeah, you guys, I didn't know that Tracy was live, so sorry. I had been planning to go live. I wanted to go live last night after I got to after I got home from my class at Joanne, but I didn't. I had too much to do, and so I didn't get a chance to go live last night. But you guys can count on me being live pretty regularly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and well, maybe not Fridays, but Mondays and Wednesdays at the very least, around somewhere between 7 to 8:30 ish. On a normal day, obviously sometimes things happen and I can't get on at that exact time, but I try to be on around the same times so that you guys know when to expect me. But yeah, I didn't want to wait until Monday to do this because I know that a lot of you are getting your inspiration boxes and time is of the essence when it comes to your inspiration and your creativity. So I definitely wanted to go on and give you guys some inspiration for this. Okay, so you can see I'm still just doing the exact same thing, just kind of turning my stamp around or my paper around to get a different look, just varying the pattern, all sorts of different directions. Christopher needs to make an ink pad with ink that can be foiled. Okay, I think that somebody asked about that in a live earlier this week, and Christopher did one of his, well, it's funny that you should mention that, things. So we may be in for a treat, you guys. We will have to stay tuned and see what happens. My class actually went pretty well. I did have some trouble. It was actually a Cricut t-shirt class, like how to make t-shirts with the Cricut. And it went pretty well, except for that I had some issues with one of the students in the class, the vinyl that she had. It was Cricut brand and everything, but for some reason, the settings that the guide was telling us to use were not really working very well for her vinyl. And so we had a rough go for a little while trying to figure out why it wasn't working and all of that. So I'm glad we did finally figure it out and get it to work, but it was a little lengthier than I had anticipated it being. But life happens, right? Okay, we are almost there, you guys. I got a little bit of an unclean stamp right there, but that's okay. I can touch it up with a marker if I feel like I need to. All right, so there we go. We've got a stamped background with the leaf image. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use that smaller leaf image and fill in some of the space. I'm not going to go too crazy because I don't want the background to be too busy, but I do want to add just kind of in some of these smaller areas, just a little bit of extra interest. The lucky thing, oh, see, I got a little bit of an unclean stamp there as well. The lucky thing about the design space changes is that they kind of, it's not like they don't make sense. They do make sense. And so it was pretty intuitive and it was easy to kind of show those changes. So I'm glad that it wasn't something where it was like, this doesn't really make sense. I don't know why they changed this. They were all pretty like self-explanatory and you could see why they made the change. So that's nice. Okay, I think I'm almost done here. I don't want to add, like I said, I don't want to add too much. Okay, I'm going to add one more down here because I've got kind of like a little bit of weird space in some places, but that's okay. I think it looks pretty cute. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell what it is at first. If you don't know what you were looking for, you'd be like, what exactly is wrong with those leaves? I'm going to pop my little stamps on there so I don't lose them. I kind of like to just keep them on an acrylic block if I'm not ready to put them away yet. They're debating scientifically the powers of superheroes. Well, hopefully they're not too loud so you can still hear what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 colors of Copic markers. I'm going to use, I don't think you can see that really, but because it looks really blurry to me. There we go. Okay, so YG13 and YG17. I like these two colors together. They work really well. Since I'm using that Copic friendly ink, I can just go right ahead and color without having to worry about too much. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and test one out before they pulled the whiteboard out. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. I'm going to test it out before I commit to my color choice, just because sometimes you think a color is going to look nice and then it does not. So it's nice to kind of gauge what you think about the colors. So I'm using a colorless blender. It's just 0. It doesn't have like a family or anything because it is just alcohol blending solution. Basically it helps kind of draw the colors out, and I really like using it to do things like this where you want the color to be very light. It really helps for that because it carries some of the color out a little bit towards the edges, but you don't have to have 3 colors necessarily. All right, so I'm kind of just like flicking out towards the edges. And what I'm going to do actually is just do all of the dark green first, and then I'll go back and do all of the light green, and then finally take it out with the colorless blender. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because it will take a lot less time to do it like this than if I were to go through with each and do each flower individually. Okay. So that's pretty exciting. Make sure, I was just thinking about that, make sure that if you guys have things that you want to see at Creativation, I've only gotten a couple requests so far. So if there's any particular brands that you want me to check out or try to get information on or see what they're releasing, make sure that you send me an email at acarddayswork@gmail.com and tell me, I want you to put in the subject line Creativation wish list, and that will help me find them so that because I have a lot of emails, you guys. I have a lot of emails, and it's sometimes hard to find things. So if you guys can put that in the subject line, if there are things you want to see, specific brands or anything that you're interested in, that way I can kind of plan out my route and what I'm going to do while I'm there, while I'm on the show floor. So that will be really exciting because you guys, I leave for Creativation on Wednesday evening. I will be leaving and flying out in the evening time. I'll get there really late on Wednesday, but then starting on Thursday, it's full blown, like taking all the classes and everything. So I'm pretty excited. I can't believe it's finally here. Like, it seems like I've been waiting for this to happen for a trillion years. And now it's like right around the corner, and now I don't feel prepared. If that makes sense. I don't know if you guys get that way sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. So now tonight I started kind of taking out all of my, I started taking out like my stuff to pack and all of that. So it's really getting real now. I'm pretty excited. Angela, you can totally color like this. It's really easy. You just have to be brave enough to try, and then it will all come together. Because I can tell you that I feel the same way as you do. I'm like, I see all these photos and I'm like, oh, I wish I could color like that. So if you think my coloring is good, then you just try it, and I bet you will surprise yourself. And just watch some videos. I would definitely recommend Kitten Clowder. She does some free classes on her YouTube channel. I would definitely check her out. Her name is Elise. She is the sweetest little thing. And she has amazing instruction. So if you're, starting out and you're not really sure even where to begin, some of her free classes might be a good start for you so that you can tell if you're interested in taking some of the ones that you might pay for. Because she does such a good job. And I've heard a lot of people are super happy with their results because she does, so you take her class. Her name is Elise, And her company and channel and Facebook page and all that is Kit and Clowder. So it's like this, Kit and Clowder, like that. And yeah, she is like the sweetest thing ever. But when you take her classes, she actually does one-on-one instruction and help with you. So like if you have questions, she will actually respond and answer those questions for you. I think that's really cool because not a lot of places do that. And she gives like critique and feedback and all of that. Rose, I'm super excited about it too. Oh yeah, my email's like over 7,000, I think, and that's like I cleaned it out not that long ago, and I don't know, I'm feeling overwhelmed about it a little bit right now. So then I keep ignoring it, which means it keeps getting worse. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, you don't have good markers. That does make it hard. What kind of markers do you have? Do you have anything? Because if you have, like, whatever, it just depends on what you have. But the supplies do make a difference, as well as the paper you use does make a difference. So if you're using a paper that is not smooth, the chances of getting a good blend are much lower. Yeah, so it kind of just depends on what you've got, and I will be honest, I have the Tombow dual brush pens that I used in a video the other night, I think. I use them to watercolor, but I do not like these for coloring, and that's because my paper that I have is not made for this. And so as soon as I start trying to color on it, it gets all like pilled. I don't know, it ruins my paper. It's like it's soaking wet or something, except, you know, it's not. And so it doesn't work on the paper that I have, but, you know, Crayola brush ones. Hey, we all got to start and do whatever we can. It was a long time before I started buying Copics because I was like, those things are $8 a marker, and I don't live that kind of life where I can afford a marker that costs $8 for one. And then I kind of found some ways to get them for cheaper. I bought them on sale at Michael's, for example. Like I would go in and use a coupon and I would get it half off, so I would only pay $4 a marker. So that makes it like more reasonable. Still expensive, but it definitely makes it more doable. But yeah, I mean, there are ways. And then you can also find some of the online stores doing sales where you can get them cheaper. But yeah. Oh, that's cool, Rose. Yay. This is so cute. I love these little leaves. Sometimes I really like to do a card that's not like in the box, if you will, for like an inspiration project, because it's nice to see that, like, yes, this box comes with a ton of pink and red stuff, but if that's not your jam, you can totally make other things with it. And I actually really like that because, I mean, that's kind of the thing with inspiration is you're looking for inspiring ways to use something, and it may not be something that other people had thought of before. So I really like that. Okay, so I'm on my last one here, and we are just gonna flick out some of that color just to bring it to the edges a little bit. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on that because, I mean, I'm not really that worried about it. I don't need the color to be perfect, and I don't need it to go all the way to the edges, but I want it to at least not just look like I didn't color it. I want it to look like it was intentional. But yeah, I really like the colorless blender for this. It makes things a little bit easier, especially when you have a small Copic collection. Like, I really don't have that many Copic markers. So this, oh, I forgot to put the lighter color on this one. And this one. Some of my edge ones, I just didn't, I didn't color. Whoops. I'm just going to fill them in as I see them. Okay. neglected a couple of them. Oh, I haven't heard of Pro markers. Oh, that's great, Rose. I should really do more of that. Like writing down my color combinations or color combinations that other people use that I really like, because I don't, and then I end up regretting it because I never can remember what colors I've used, and then it's always like, oh, I guess I'll have to experiment and figure out what works. Oh well, it happens. All right. Cool. I like this. But yeah, like I was saying, I really like that, you know, you can do more than just the traditional Valentine's Day colors. And it's nice too because then, you know, traditionally red and pink and all of that as the Valentine's Day colors is a little limiting because, you know, like if you want to make a card for a dude, a lot of dudes don't like red and pink cards. I mean, some do, of course, but some don't. So it's nice to be able to have some other things up your sleeve than just the standard red and pink. I feel like it's nice to have a broad range of things that you can do or want to try, just to keep things, you know, keep people on their toes, keep it interesting. All right, we're almost there. Just doing these last couple ones, I think. Oh, red, black, and white. Yep, that's good too. Cute. Okay, so I never colored in the stems, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do one color for those. I'm really not worried about like shading the stem, because that would take too long and I don't feel like it. And it really doesn't matter. I don't think it would add anything to the card to shade it, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to be as careful as I can, try to stay in the lines, but if I mess up, it's no big deal. I can just come back with a white gel pen and buff out wherever it was that I messed up. So that's always nice. You don't have to worry about it too much if you're going to be leaving some white space behind. Oh yeah, you get impatient with the coloring but spend lots of time. Yeah, it's all kind of like pick your poison. Like, what thing do you want to do that's going to take you a million years? Because inevitably, there's something on a card that's going to take you forever. And it doesn't... I feel like I am the slowest crafter ever, and I feel bad that you guys have to watch me sometimes because... I just feel like I am really slow. Okay, so these little itty bitty ones, I'm going to do a little bit darker, just for some added interest, but I'm just going to be doing like the bare minimum of coloring because I want that light color to come out on the edges. So I'm just going with the vein of the leaf, kind of following it up and doing just a little bit of flicking on the edge outwards. Let's see. Okay, so as far as inspiration boxes go, or all the add-ons, are you guys excited about the differences in this month's box compared to other months? Do you feel like the changes were exciting? Like you are getting a better deal? I'm interested to know what you guys think about the different changes and how things are evolving. I'd like to know what you guys think about it all. I'm always interested to hear perspectives from everyone. If I like how they turn out, I cut them out and keep them with the stamp to use. Oh, I missed a thing. Okay, so when you get a stamp, you stamp it out. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So what I do, so when I stamp out images like that, I actually, I keep them in the back of my stamp pocket. So like, I don't have one on my desk. Well, maybe I do. Hold on. Okay, so like this one, for example. So this is the Butterfly Sentiments 2.0. And then in the back, I have the dies, but I also have these extra pieces that I've cut out before. And then I just store them in the back so that if I need butterflies, I have them already cut out, which is pretty cool. So I keep them together with the set that it goes with for the most part, and I like how that works. Because then if I'm looking for a specific set, I just flip it over first, and then I'm like, oh, do I have anything already for this one? And if I don't, then I go and color it, stamp it out again. Love how everything coordinates. Me too. Okay, you like this box, but you're not a subscriber. Not sure if you'd use all the embellishments. That is fair. The cool thing this month versus other months is you are actually able to buy the stamp set at the same time as the inspiration box. Usually what happens is you can't buy the stamp set until after the fact, like after all the inspiration boxes have already gone out, and after they make sure that no one is going to be ordering and they need to make more sets of the box or the inspiration box. This month they did it differently, where you can order the stamp set and the add-on stamp set at the same time as the box, which is amazing. So if you're interested in only the stamp set, you can actually still do that. So that's a really cool option, I feel like. And then this month, I was really impressed with like all of the different options and things that you could get in addition to the box. Yeah, Rose, it's awesome. This is the first month that he's done that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, if you're interested, I can shoot you the link for the stamp set on its own. Just let me know. Let's see. We're getting there. These littler images are tough because they're just so small. So there's not really a lot of room for shading, but it's a lot easier to go outside the lines. So I'm trying to be careful so we don't end up with a mess after all this work. But like, see the little tiny stem is hard to color without going out of the lines. Yeah, see, I just went out of the lines on that one. That's okay though. It's okay. Do the same and mask them and keep them with the set that way. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yep. We're so close. This is going to be adorable, I think. Okay. Hooray! Look at our cute little background. Look. Oh. It's so cute. Okay. So we have our sweet little... Oh yes, Jerry, me too. I really like that a lot. I think that was one of the better additions, especially like when I first joined the team. I had no idea. So like, I wish that they all came with this, and I hope that you will continue to do this, because when I first joined the team, I would get the boxes and then I'd be like, I don't really know what this is, or you know what I mean? Like, I felt a little more unsure about things. But you know, now it's much better. You have this card and it's like a cheat sheet and you can refer back to it, which is always really cool. Thanks, Faye. Okay, so now that we have our leaves all stamped out, let's figure out what we want to do with our other stamps that we have. Whoa. So I'm going to put our leaves back. Okay. Awesome. All right, and then we've got, I think, either the snails or the mushroom would be really cute. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I like the mushroom because then the, let's see. Let me think about this. All right, I think what I'm going to do is actually trim down this panel, and I'm going to make it 4 by 5 1/4. I think I'm actually going to trim off this side. It always hurts my heart a little bit to do this because we spent all this time making it and then I'm like just chopping it off like, no big deal. But that's okay. Okay, and then we're going to do 5 1/4 instead of 5 1/2. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so the other thing is I want to mat it with black cardstock. I have a piece right here. Hopefully it's large enough. It is. Oh, look how cute that is. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to make it in between 4 and 4 1/4. So I'm just trimming off like a tiny little piece there. Then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to do in between 5.25 and 5.5. This is going to give me the tiniest little black mat you've ever seen. And then I can still put my white card base behind it because you guys know how I love my white card base. Yeah. So then when we put it like this, see how it's a very, very thin? It's very thin. I like it. Okay, so then we're also going to get our card base all ready to go. Yeah, I wish there was a caterpillar. That would be super cute because then it would be like the little, you know, like a very hungry caterpillar. It would be adorable. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, this is going to be cute. Okay, so we've got our sweet little mat and our sweet little leaves all popped out and ready to go. And let's see, we're not going to use Flutter. Okay, so we've got our cute little snails. And I'm thinking I might, let's see. Since I've got the black thing going on, the two in the bottom right-hand corner, these ones right here. Oh, that doesn't help. It's black. These ones. I think they're like really flat, really fat bees. I think. Though then I'm not sure what these ones are supposed to be. Are they supposed to be bees also? I mean, they're striped like bees. I think they're really fat bees. I think. Okay, so what I was thinking about doing is cutting, I don't want to cover up too much of my background, but I was thinking of maybe doing, okay, so like 1.5 inches maybe, and I can always chop off a little more if it's too large. But we can kind of break up the background a little bit by adding a little tab or like a kind of like a banner, but it kind of gives them like a ground to stand on, if that makes sense. So like if I put something here and then, for example, like I could heat emboss For My Love, but then I can set them on top of it. I don't want to use You Make My Heart Flutter because they are snails and that does not make sense. So I think I'm going to go with the For My Love one. Hey, Linda, that's okay. Yeah, maybe honeybees and bumblebees. That could be. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to trim this first. So if you ever want to make your own banner tag, or like a fishtail banner, I think is what they call it, all you have to do is go to the middle, snip a little line however far you want the banners to go in, and then start at the corner and cut towards the end of where you stopped cutting towards the center, like that. And then you just do the same thing from the other side, and that will give you a perfect little banner every time, which is super cool. So see that? Now we have this cute little banner. Oh, maybe like that. And then have them, I have all these ideas, you guys. Oh no, now it's too big. Okay, so that's not gonna work. If I had left it a little bit wider, this could have worked, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to turn it sideways, and I'll just trim off the excess once I know how far I want it to stick out, and we'll go from there. So now that I know where that's gonna go, I can just center the sentiment right there on it, and we can take it to the Mini Misty for 2 of those backgrounds colored, a heart cut from one, and popped up in the middle, 2 of those backgrounds, a heart cut from one. I am not making another one of this background. I can tell you that much. I'm not doing it again. We could cut something out of it, but I'm not going to make another one. I wish, okay, so I think Christopher said, if I remember correctly, that they are going to be getting in the dies, the shaped dies again. And I can't wait because I have the tag die and I have the tag die and I have the rounded corner rectangles and then I have the ornament one, but I don't have the other basic shaped ones. So like I don't have the rectangles, I don't have the circles, and I think there's like octagons and stuff. But yeah, there's a bunch that I don't have that I really want. So I think Christopher said that they are going to be getting them back in, which is awesome. So I can't wait for that. All right, I'm going to use my powder tool over here to get it nice and anti-static. And now that we figured out that my powder tool was clogged, I'm getting much better results. So that is super exciting. I don't know why I didn't think to check and see if it was clogged, but you guys are all geniuses, and I love you dearly for that. Don't know what I'd do without you guys. Probably would have thrown it away. Okay. Look how cute. Oh, it's perfect. I love it. All right, I don't have a coffee filter, so let me grab one. Right here. Got it. And, whoa, knocked my paper over. Also, some alabaster embossing powder. Here we go. Let's see how well our powder did. Look at that. It's magical. That's so exciting. All right. Super cool. Yay. All right, I'm going to dump all this back in here before I turn my heat tool on so I'm not blowing powder everywhere. I love this font too. It's so bold and beautiful. Okay. Oh, my cord was stuck under something on the floor. All right, I'm turning on the heat tool, so it's gonna get a little noisy for a minute. Oh yes, my bristles are all mashed up and ridiculous because I've been pouncing it on the paper so hard because it was clogged. Whoops. All right, I'm just letting my heat tool heat up so that it's nice and hot and I get the little amount of warping as possible. Let's go ahead and see if we're ready. Look at it, it's so pretty. Woo. All right. I'm digging it. I really like that. I like it a lot. You use the pillow more? Yeah, I think it seems like it might be a little easier. Just because you can just keep it and it's always ready. Like you don't have to prep it. You don't have to worry about it being clogged. I don't know. Might be worth investing in a second one and then seeing which one I like better. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and adhere this one to the backing piece because it will help me kind of figure out where things are going to go a little bit better. I will wait to adhere it to the actual card base for a little bit because sometimes I like to pop it up on some foam or something like that. So I don't want to commit to anything quite yet by adhering it to the card base. But I can at least adhere it to the mat. I was a little bit off. Hopefully this comes off without ripping my paper too much. Whoops-a-daisies. Okay, so the thing about this is that it is very tiny, this little mat. So if you are off by even the slightest little bit, it makes a huge difference and it looks ridiculous. And you can tell it's very crooked if you don't get it right the first time. Oh yeah, Rose, I was just saying, I think I was talking to Dee about it, that I have seen some people doing that and it seems like kind of a neat idea, but it's like one more thing to have on my desk and I don't really, you guys know, my craft is like a hurricane just went through my craft room or something. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we can put this down here kind of at the bottom And then I was thinking, where did our little, here we go. So I can stamp them and cut them out and then just kind of pop them right here on the top of this. So it kind of keeps our focus in one space, and then it leaves this open area so that we can still see our background really well up top. And then we can add just a couple of little embellishments. That way our focus is still like a really cute background, right? Because we spent a lot of time on it. I don't want to just cover the whole thing up. Okay, so what we'll do is I'm going to go ahead and stamp out my little sweet bugs. I think this one might be a little bit small. Let's see. Nope, I think I can fit them. Hooray! Yeah, I really like the thin border also. I think it works really nicely. You do have a lot of good ideas, Rose. I think it works nicely with the, like, I don't know, it gives it a pop of color or a nice matte, but it doesn't take up so much space, and it looks, I don't know, I feel like it makes it look more fancy. I think I need to re-ink my Raven my Raven Detail ink, because I'm getting, I bought a re-inker and I haven't re-inked this at all yet, but I bought the re-inker and I need to just go ahead and re-ink it because I'm finding that I'm having to work a little harder to get a good coverage. There we go. That's really nice. But it's not that the ink is bad or anything. It's just that I think my ink pad is drying up because I use it so much. Okay, so while I've got this here, I'm going to use my Squeaky Clean dispenser with my Squeaky Clean in it and the microfiber cloth and just scrub-a-dub these cuties. Give them a little bath before they go back. I use the We Are Memory Keepers layering guides. Oh yeah. A ruler with their paper trimmer. I don't have time to do that, I feel like. I feel like I should, because a lot of times things end up like slightly wonky and I'm like, how did this happen? I used a trimmer and I don't know. But it happens, I guess. Okay, so now is the real moment though. What color am I going to color them? I'm trying to decide because I've got my green and my black so far. That's kind of all I've got going on. And I don't want to introduce too many colors because I want to keep it fairly simple overall. Let's see. For their bodies, I think I will stick with like a light beigey sort of color, maybe. Like I tend to use, like, I'm going to do it like what I would do for skin color, maybe. Let's see. So I'll do the darker shading, and then they'll kind of like see where the creases are. I kind of add just a little bit, and then so that's my darkest color. And then you just kind of come in and go over those lines with your next darkest color. Yeah. That'll be cute, I think. And then with your lightest color, you just do the rest. And that gives you a little bit of variation. Now I'm not going crazy with these because they are just little bugs and they're pretty tiny, so I don't want to you know, I don't want to get carried away because the space is really little overall. So you know, sometimes I do like to kind of go back over it and just darken things up a little bit because it can get a little bit washed out when you are first putting on your color. I'm actually just going to make them the same color. A lot of times I wouldn't do this, but for today I think it will be okay. I'm not really too worried about it. Like I said, they're very small, and if they, I don't know, I just don't feel like they need quite so much attention, at least not on these little body parts here. And then my lightest color. They're so cute though. Oh, look at them. How cute is that? They're adorable. Okay, there we go. with this one just to kind of buff it out a little bit. There we go. They're so stinking cute, you guys. Okay, so I've got that. I do want to take like the tiniest little bit of red and do her little lip. Well, it's actually her mouth, but I'm going to make it look like it's her lip because why not? She could be wearing lipstick. Yes, they're adorable. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Color-wise, snails. What are snails? What color are snails, you guys? Are their shells brown? I mean, I could make it any color I want. I am aware of that. However, I want it to look nice with our card, and I don't want to go crazy like making them some wild color because I feel like it will distract from the image. I don't know. Or the background, I mean. Aren't they the sweetest, Rose? I could do a gray. I could do, I don't know. I could do a darker brown. I mean, dark brown might be cute. Like these ones. I could do it the same colors that I do for my hair. This is like my hair combination. Yeah, brown. I think I'm just going to stick with the brown. And maybe I'll make her a little bit lighter colored than him, if that makes sense. So then they're not identical. Like, they have the same general color combinations, but they're not identical. Alright, so what I'm doing is coming in on a line and then just kind of following the curve around a little bit. And I will tell you guys a million times over, I am no expert at coloring. I just kind of like do what I think is going to look okay and hope for the best. So I feel like we're all way too hard on ourselves about how things are going to look and if it's going to look right. And then a lot of times I don't even end up trying because I'm so worried about messing up that I'm just too stressed about it to even try, and that's kind of depressing because it's crafts. It's supposed to be fun. So we all need to lighten up a little bit. Okay, so then I'm going to come back in with this kind of like orangey brown sort of color. This is the combination I use for hair, and I really like it a lot, so I'm using it here. It is what it is. Look at him. He's so cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in this way. I'm going to do just a little bit of brown there and a little brown at the bottom. And then I'm going to come in with my second darker color. Shade in from that direction. Shade in from this direction. And then I'm actually going to take just a lighter color of these ones that I'm working with. So not the orangey color. But then just kind of blend it like that. So it gets it kind of like a rounded look a little bit. Own worst critic. You are not kidding. That's me for myself. For sure. Half the time because Marie and Lauren and I from the design team, we have this little chat that we're always in. And I'm always showing like, hey, what do you think about this? They are expensive to make. We're always in this group together, and I'm like, hey, you guys, what do you think about this? Is this awful? Or like, did I totally mess this up? And then they're like, what do you mean? What's wrong with it? So it's just interesting to see, like we really are the worst to ourselves. So we just all need to give ourselves a little bit of grace. Somebody that I go to this support group with says that a lot. Give yourself grace, and it kind of sticks with me. I really like it. So I'm making her a little bit lighter colored. If you guys can tell, I'm not starting with quite as dark of a color, and I think that will really help to make them both realistic-ish, but I mean, as realistic as you can be with like cartoon snails, but it won't be too hard to, I don't really toss anything, Rose. it's very rare for me to actually throw something away, which is partly because I'm probably a hoarder, and partially because I just really want to try to make it work. So I don't really throw too much away. How did hey Angel, how did I start my Copic marker collection? I don't know. I think it feels like a million years ago, and I don't even have that many, so it's kind of ridiculous that I feel like it was that long ago. Let's see. I don't know. I think that when I first started buying them, I just bought ones that I thought were pretty. And I don't know. I didn't really buy good blending combinations. So if I were you and you were wanting to start a Copic marker collection, I would suggest either getting the blending trios that they sell. They have marker sets that are already like pre set up or whatever, and you can get them in a set of 3, and that's what I would always recommend doing. Whoa. Because the thing is, you can buy all these pretty markers and then not be able to use them because they don't coordinate with the other markers you've selected. And that there's nothing more frustrating than having spent all this money and not even being able to color anything because you can't shade it. It doesn't look right, and you can't get all that depth that everyone else is getting with their 8 million Copics. So I would definitely recommend to start with something that you know is going to look good together. So if that means going to Pinterest and finding color combinations that people have saved or have mentioned that they work well, or if you see in other YouTube videos, you know, that someone uses a color combination and you really like it, you know, you can kind of save those. Hey, yes, Belinda. I do know that. Do you have all of them now? Do you still need any? Or are you like a full set? You already have the full set. Yes, a lot of the Copic packs come with different colors, but none that blend. Yes, except for the blending trios. You can get them, and that's what I have a lot of. I have a lot of the blending trios. So they came pre-set up so that they go together. They go well together. Oh yeah, skin colors could be good. Yep, because you can use those for a lot of different things. But yeah, look how cute they are. Oh my gosh, I love them. Yeah, Belinda, I'm interested to know if you still need any, or if you have all of the ones, if you have the whole set already. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, so our little base is going to go here. Our For My Love is going to go here. Our little snails are going to go right on top. I was thinking of popping up both of these things on foam. Yeah, skin and grays. I will be honest, the ones that I use most frequently that are not like some bright color or something are my warm grays. So I have all of them. Well, I have all the odd numbers. So I have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And that's a really good variety. I can draw I can color a whole lot of stuff in. Are you guys frozen? Can you see me? My picture is frozen. Huh. That's weird. But you guys can still hear me? What do you see? Is it a black screen, or is it a black screen, or is it just a picture of my desktop? Yeah, you see the scissors and the stuff. Okay. That's bizarre, because I'm not... That's not good. I wonder what's going on. I just noticed all of a sudden that there was nothing there. Well, let's see. Top chat, live chat. Let's change it to that. Oh my. Cancel. I'm just wondering what in the world is going on. Because I don't have any phone calls or anything like that. Yeah, you can hear me. I have this weird arrow on my, oh my goodness, you guys. It's like my phone is frozen. Well, I mean, I can do other